What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Get this, Jarrell Miller is now training with Kevin Cunningham in hopes for an early 2022 return. Jarrell Big Baby Miller, which is now 23-0-1 draw, has resumed training. The former heavyweight contender has joined forces with old class trainer Kevin Cunningham and is working at his South Florida training facility. His last ring appearance was back in 2018 when he stopped Bogdan Dinu in 4 rounds in Kansas. He infamously missed out on nearly a $5 million payday in 2019 for a fight against the unified champion Anthony Joshua due to multiple failed drug tests. In 2020, he signed a co-promotional deal with Top Rank, but was released when he failed another test for a banned substance. Prior to his scheduled July 9th promo debut against Jerry Forrest, Top Rank released Miller shortly thereafter. And Cunningham said Miller is doing everything by the book and promised that he won't have any more issues. Jarrell Big Baby Miller's skill set is second to no other heavyweights in boxing. I'll help him take things to another level from a skill and technique standpoint. Everybody that knows me knows that I'm a straight shooter and above board with everything I do. Big Baby has assured me that he's following all commission protocols to rectify his past situation. I've always believed in second chances, Cunningham said. According to Cunningham, Miller is hoping to return in the early parts of 2022. Now, listen. You got old school Kevin Cunningham. You know, he's trained guys like Devin Alexander and things like that. He is a straight shooter. A lot of these trainers are not about mess. And it is a fortunate thing for Miller that somebody wants to train him. Because if you can remember back in 2019, his trainer then said and knew, hey, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, but he did it anyway. So everything that Jarrell Miller did in 2019 was intentional. That may have came from jealousy, hatred, envy, whatever you want to call it, because he wanted to hurt Joshua and he needed an edge to do it. He felt, that drove him to do more drugs. Well, when he got popped last year, that led us to know, well, maybe this guy has a problem. And then maybe he was taking this shit before. But even last year, if you look at it, it was minute. But at the end of the day, it still was there. Okay, so it's like, okay, you have traces of it, but it's there. So how much of it was there? So you don't know how much it was there versus whatever, right? So at the end of the day, I think that Jarrell Miller, I think this is probably the last time he has an opportunity like this. He does have a good trainer, on his side right now, and he needs someone that's going to bring him back to where he needs to be, because it would be a shame if he's a guy, an undefeated fighter that never gets the opportunity to fight because he is addicted to something or his substance abuse. You know what I mean? So, and Kevin Cunningham is a guy that he was like a world-renowned trainer. He was, Devin Alexander, Corey Spinks is another one. You know what I mean? And David Diaz, because we know David Diaz back in the Pacquiao days, but, he means business, okay? So I think everybody deserves a second chance or whatever, because a lot of people get caught in these situations. It's like some of the biggest fighters in the world have tested positive for shit, So at the end of the day, I think Jarrell Miller, he needs to only do anything. He needs to give up supplements altogether, because if you don't know what's in them, don't take them, okay? If you have a doubt in your mind, don't take them. Don't take anything anyway. You don't need any of that shit. Just eat the right foods. All the vegetables will apply with the foods that you consume. You don't need anything extra, okay? So, it seems good for Jarrell. I'm looking forward to Jarrell to make this comeback finally, because I still think he has potential. He definitely has selling potential. You can't say that Jarrell Miller can't sell a fight. He sold the shit out of that Joshua fight. When he shoved Joshua across that ring like he did, the fight was already sold out within like 24 hours. Who do you think was that reason? Yeah, people wanted to see what Joshua could do or whatever, and he was over here, and people get to check him out in the States. But Jarrell Miller was that brash, in-your-face Brooklynite that was ready to take it to whoever, and he hated Joshua. He made Joshua become unglued. Okay, Joshua's that happy-go-lucky, I'm a brand, you can't get me mad. If so, I won't let you know. But he did let people know because he was pissed. And Jarrell Miller was able to make that happen. Not Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz just reaped the benefits of Jarrell Miller. Okay, so that's one thing. I mean, it's a blessing for Andy Ruiz. But Jarrell Miller sold that fight. And if he can sell a Joshua fight, he can sell any other fight. All he has to do is remain clean. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Jarrell Miller eyeing a return in the early parts of 2022, joining up with Kevin Cunningham. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.